What's up everyone, DIY Dad here. Thanks for watching today. I've got another unboxing video for you. What do you suppose is in this completely unassuming gray box here? Well, let's take a look here. This is an AR390SS. AR is the brand. It's AR Blue actually. It's an electric pressure washer. 2000 psi, 1.4 gallons per minute. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing video here for you and a review. So if you'd like to see more videos in the future, be sure to hit subscribe. And if you like this, hit thumbs up. If you have comments, leave them below. Let's tear right into this box, shall we? I should be more aggressive with this. Oh look, inside this outer box there's another box I have to open. That was just the shipping container. Here we go. AR Blue this is one of the more popular brands on Amazon for electric pressure washers, and there's several different models within the range. A few of them are higher or lower quality components or lower pressure with different cleaning needs. The 390SS is the replacement to the 380, I believe, that came out a couple of years ago. So this is the new one, and this is one of the most powerful higher end pressure washers that are actually electric. So you get up to 2000 psi. Just to give you an idea of how much power that is, there are entry-level gas pressure washers that have that much power. So, you know, this is going to be great for your car cleaning or just washing a deck or a fence, house siding, even washing things like your garage floor or your driveway, which is all the stuff I'm actually going to be using this for this summer. I'll cut the top off here and we'll take a look. See if there's anything else in here that's interesting besides the product itself. What do we got here? Some optional accessories. Comes with a pump saver. Apparently they recommend using that, which is like some sort of lubricant that you put in just to winterize the machine if you're putting it away for an extended period of time. And they recommend using like a surface cleaner, which is basically just a couple of rotating jets for cleaning a larger area at a time. There's the top handle. Looks like there's a little bit of assembly required. What do we got here? A couple of little plastic bits. There's an integrated hose reel on this. I may not use that just because I've heard that over time that this can actually, if you wrap the high pressure hose reel too tightly, it could actually crack over time. That's what the cheap PVC plasticky ones, this one seems like it's more rubbery actually, so, you know, I think it's probably a little bit higher quality. I think that was one of the upgrade features with the new version that some people had complaints with, and AR Blue actually listened to their customers. And I believe they upgraded that, and they also upgraded a few of the components that were plastic with aluminum. So, you know, if you look here on the picture, the hose connector used to be plastic, I believe, all plastic, and now it's aluminum, and it comes with a little bit better quality, like wand storage and everything based on user feedback. So if you're looking for a good, reliable brand electric pressure washer with a company that actually cares about their customers, this apparently is one of the ones that's recommended. So I will get this pulled out of the box and we'll take a look at it, make sure it wasn't damaged in shipping, and, you know, I guess we'll turn it on and hook up the hose maybe sometime tomorrow, so I'm gonna cut this video for now and yeah, we'll test it out more. So here's all the small components that came in the box. These are the tips that connect to the end of the wand. The wand is here, and the extender for it for extra reach, instruction manual and assembly instructions with a couple of O-rings it looks like on the back here and some screws, which I assume are for these plastic feet here. And this is probably just a holder for this, I'm guessing. So that's everything that was in the package besides the pressure washer itself. And now that I've got it out of the box, you can kind of see what it looks like overall. It stands probably about 3.5 feet tall or so. You can see my garage floor is definitely in need of a cleaning, so this is gonna make a great fun video actually showing the usage of this. So there's a couple of dials on here. This is the on-off switch. 2-position on or off. There's actually a pressure regulator as well, so it says min here, max. It's got some detents in there, you can hear it clicking. And this is the improvement that I was talking about that they took from user feedback. These threads are aluminum now, so people were replacing these with aftermarket parts or something improved that's either brass or aluminum just because it's much higher quality. So yeah, that's all an aluminum fitting now, so that should be good. Nice long cord. I like that, so I won't have to use a super long extension cord. I believe that is a 25-footer if I'm not mistaken. GFCI plug built into it, so if anything gets wet, it'll automatically trip it, even if you're not on a GFCI outdoor plug, which you should be if you're in the US. According to electric code, you should have GFCI anywhere near a water source. Hose reel on the top, that is kind of tightly wrapped around there, so you know, it's probably going to be a tight coil until I pull it out and use it a couple of times. There's a soap container on the back, so this is a siphon tube that goes into here and that's removable. And this is the connection for the back of the hose that gets plugged in somewhere. I'll have to find it and read the manual. Wand storage goes on the side. So yeah, if you want to use the soap wand, there's a tip that you plug onto the wand that is used for soap, and you can actually instead of using like a foam cannon attached to the end of the wand, you can actually use the soap container. And you can use this for cleaning siding, or if you need something a little bit harsher chemical than just plain water. That's where you fill your cleaning solution. It'll actually feed it through the system, through the hose, and out the end when you're spraying. So if your plain water is not cutting it and you need something a little more aggressive, it gives you the option to use that. I'll put that back on later. Couple of warning labels on the back here. Model number, serial number. The wheels are kind of cheap and plasticky, but you know, I didn't expect much for under a $200 machine. If you get a gas one, you can usually get like 8 or 10 inch rubberized wheels, which makes it a lot easier for transport, but it does seem to roll okay on concrete. It would be another thing entirely if it's on grass or something. So anyway, there's the unboxing, and I'll go ahead and plug it in and try it out, and we'll check the performance. Just a quick correction from what I stated earlier, this is not a pressure regulator like you would think, where it says min-max. This is actually a solution tank mix ratio knob. So if you look at the back of the box, now that I've pulled it completely out of the other box, it says detergent flow dial, so that's actually what it's for. It's a few days later now since I did the unboxing video. I'm finally going to get around to testing this out. So first thing you want to do before you even plug in your pressure washer, you want to prime the hose. So hook up your hose, turn the hose on, get all the water flowing through it and get the air out. So you don't want any air bubbles or anything getting into the pump. Run it for 30 seconds or so just to get all the air out. Turn it off again, screw it into your connection on the pressure washer, and then before you turn the pressure washer on, you want to pull the trigger on the spray gun for 30 seconds to a minute or so, just to get all the air out of the pressure hose as well. So that's the process for getting this thing hooked up and going. And the thing I love about these Flexilla hoses is that I have a swivel joint on the end. Makes it super easy to screw in. We're connected. Gonna turn the hose on now. Well, I guess that works for priming the hose as well, because I just had water dripping all over the bottom of this thing because I forgot I took the gun off. So screw that back on. I guess there's no more air in this hose, so we're good to go. Man, I'm really impressed with how long this hose is. I only needed like a little short 10-foot extension cord to make it almost all the way down my driveway. That's probably about a 30-foot extension cord there that's actually connected.
Too big.
Alright, stretch out the hose. Switch it to on. Okay, it did say that it was going to run initially for about 30 seconds. So it does that when you first turn it on, just to prime the pump. So, this thing automatically shuts off when you're not pulling the trigger. So I'm not pulling it right now, it's off. So you don't have to worry about, with the gas pressure washer, you have to continuously run water through it, otherwise you can burn out the pump. So you don't have to worry about this because it automatically shuts it off, which is really nice. So it looks like it works okay. So that was just a demonstration of what happens if you forgot to turn the water back on after you screw this in. I thought I did that, but got distracted. So whatever little spraying I was doing was just, I was just running the pump dry basically. So that's something you don't do. And that's why it was struggling. So it's primed and ready. And then the pump turned off by itself, so I think it just takes a little bit to get the water all the way through the system. It ran for about a minute or so. So I'm going to test this out a little bit more. I'm going to wash the car with it, and, I think after I worked out the kinks and figured out how this thing actually functions, or how it's supposed to function, hopefully it holds up for a while. So, look for another review video of this in the future. I'll be doing some work around the house, scrubbing the house down. The whole side of the house is completely dirty. I'm going to be doing that. Driveway cleaning, car cleaning, garage cleaning. So please subscribe for some future videos featuring this product here. Thanks for watching.